I know there's going to be a lot more important people than me that people will look up to. So I think I'm going to be a long way down the list in terms of legacy. But if there's any sort of little legacy, I think it's just, and it's a very overused analogy, absolutely, is, you know, playing hard and played fair. I think that I tried to race as hard as possible, but I believe that I took it to the limits in terms of what I was able to do on the track, in terms of the fairness, but I don't feel I often overstep that mark. So I've got a great relationship with all my competitors, and that's something which, you know, clearly I wasn't a walkover, but I just wanted to make sure that, you know, fair play was always something my father instilled in me from an earlier age. It's like, well, you know, you got to, if we bring a trophy home, it's got to be done correctly, mate. We're not going to, you know, cut any corners here. So, or do anything underhand, or you know, just, yeah, not do ethically. We got to achieve it the right way.
I think you're being a little humble, Mark. But you're an incredible driver, and you're going to leave a long, long legacy. But I mean, I guess it's, I don't know, maybe you can relate. Like, it wasn't, legacy is not necessarily something that I was thinking about, you know, especially like, you know, we're doing this in our 20s. So it's not like you're thinking about, man, when I'm done and dusted in my old age, this is how it's going to go down. This is how people are going to remember me. So for me, the legacy that I just wanted to be remembered as a great driver. Like, it was really broad and simple, but I just wanted to be remembered as a great driver. And maybe that it was such a simple one because I was not such a simple conventional driver. So, you know, even being looked at as being a good driver sometimes was not something that people had in them to be able to see me, no matter what I did. So I just wanted to be remembered that way regardless. And I don't mind that people remember me as a girl. Of course, that's what I was. And, you know, it's part of what gave me some of the opportunities that I had. But to remember me as a great driver is something that I really, you know, hope that people have that opinion of me and have that memory of me. And as far as legacy, I think it's beautiful. You talked about this, you know, the quality of the job that you did and being honorable and respectful. I always felt like that was something really important for me too. And I guess, you know, you seem like a pretty upstanding guy in general and a really nice guy. And so I would say that it's also a reflection of personality. You know, there are some people out there that, you know, in both of our worlds of racing where, you know, it, like the way that they acted on track was, you know, no matter what they did off track, it's a reflection of them off track too. Like, someone could be funny or make a joke in passing and they could be a total jerk on the track, and I'm not going to forget that. And that's who they are, you know? And so I'm going to say that's who you are. And so I'm sure that that's served you in your whole life and what's given you the ability to retire, to transition, and to be able to step away from that because you have a world after racing because you're a good guy. And, you know, I think sometimes people, you know, I remember in the past drivers saying things like that they just had to be a total jerk to be like, to win and be successful. And I remember thinking to myself, like, I mean, I'd love to sacrifice all things and just go ahead and do that, but it's also just not me. Like, I can't be someone else. I can only be me. So, you know, I'm sure this is why you're enjoying the life after that crazy life of Formula One racing and having a good time because you have a lot of good people around you because you're a good person.